This is Scott's drawing of himself and my drawing of him when he was second grade, first grade, 7 or 8 years old. This was from 1971 or 2. I think I was 15. My brother just to the right of me in this picture with the glasses. That's Richard. I think he was 13. And then the one that looks like a girl was David. And he's 6 years younger than me, so he's probably about 10. My mom, and then there's my dad. Nice clean sheets. Inviting, eh? Antihistamines. I don't like taking medicines if I don't have to, but I am itching. Meowie. Meowie McMeowerson. Hey! Crablet. Speaking of Crablet, I am very upset. I'm angry and upset about a comment that I got on my last video. Now, maybe the people were trying to be informative. That doing what I have done, I've enabled my brother to treat me like shit. And be, but the way it was said, it was almost like, well, you're stupid if you don't know what they're doing to you. And, you're stupid. That's the way I took it. Maybe they didn't mean it that way. And I know who did it, who did the comment, even though they keep changing their channel name and there's no content, they don't make content, but they just have that to comment with. Why do you do that? That's kind of messed up too, if you ask me. But anyway, you don't know the whole situation. I don't really want to get into it. I'm very upset. It hurts. I only found out about my whole situation 2 years ago. I always knew something wasn't right. But I didn't know that I was somehow held and trapped in this situation and perpetuated it by just knowing what I've always known and done what I've always done. The way to deal with a narcissistic situation is to totally cut yourself off from the source. Totally. Just cut yourself off from the source. Now, not everyone can do that. Sometimes you're married to the person. Sometimes you have a boss that's like that. You can't just go, hey, I quit because you're narcissistic. Life's a little more complicated than it's not just black and white. There's plenty of shades in between. And, yeah. So I was pretty upset about it. I mean, I was raised... I had lordosis and scoliosis. I had a full body brace, buck teeth, skinny, tall, and emotionally forgotten by my mom. She drank and watched TV and smoked, and really I meant nothing to her. And that hurts. That hurts when you're a kid, and even hurts when you're a grown-up. So I had no friends. Nobody would... Maybe their mom said, oh, her mom's an alcoholic. We can't let her go over there. I don't know, because no one ever said anything. All I know is I didn't have friends and I wasn't allowed to go anywhere or do anything. And finally when I left and moved in with someone that I thought loved me and was going to marry me and was a narcissistic abuser, emotionally and physically abused me. And threatened my family and threatened my children, and I was stuck in another hard place. So I knew kind of more about spousal abuse and stuff than I did the narcissistic thing, but obviously a person knows when they gravitate towards what they know. So that's what I attracted, apparently, and that's what I knew, and it was not comfortable, but it's what you know. I didn't have any friends then, either. I wasn't even allowed to talk to the pastor of the church. It wasn't until I got a divorce I could get back into theater again. And it's been like 20 years. And I still, people don't know, 20 years, you should have a handful of friends. Well, if you don't know how to do something, it just doesn't come naturally. And my situation is pretty messed up. I'm trying to get it all together in the shortest amount of time possible because I'm getting older, my mom's getting older, and things are going to change. I know they are. Hopefully not at a really bad time, but sometimes life works that way. And I'm trying my hardest, and I don't have anyone to talk to. Since David cut himself off from the family, I have just my sons, and they have their own lives, and they're busy. Brian's going to school. He's got several tests coming up. He said we'll talk soon, which makes me feel good because I love my two sons very much. We're like the Three Musketeers. We kind of had to be. More so than a mom and sons, we were kind of like the Three Musketeers. I mean, there were times when we had to quietly leave out the bedroom window because my ex was being such a dick. So many times. And there's just a lot of crap. A lot of crap. I don't really want to relive all that, and I probably, Anyway, 5 minutes and something. I'm trying to keep the vlogs down to 5 or 6 minutes because nobody really wants to hang around more than 6 minutes. 7 minutes tops. Even me, like when all of a sudden everyone decides to put their vlog up, and I'm trying to catch up on everybody. If it's a vlog where someone's just sitting and talking, I'll play solitaire and listen to them talk. But if it's like where they're going and doing things or it's physical, you have to see it, then I pay more attention. But that way I can knock more of them out. I'm subscribed to quite a few people all over the world. And some of them have become my family and friends. And that means the world to me because I've never had any friends. And I really don't know how to reciprocate and do things. I just don't know how. No one ever taught me anything. I didn't have older siblings. My mother never told me anything if I asked her. There weren't any neighbor kids to play with or anyone to show me how to do anything or nothing. Yeah, if I disappeared off the face of the earth, it'd be nothing. But the kids are coming in. I gotta hang around. I gotta make it better. Maybe I'll win the lottery. Then I'll leave and around here, will never see me again.